short story about two young guys, and they're on the radio from 6 to 9. So sit down, get comfy, and take your place, cause Ben and Liam gonna put a smile on your face. It's the Ben and Liam on the podcast. It's the Ben and Liam. It's the Ben and Liam on the podcast. It's the Ben and Liam. Once again, we go.
Whoa! It's our third choice for a new podcast intro from our wonderful sound producer, Eli Marsland. He's given us a little blurb here on paper. I'm just opening it up for the first time now. It said, if you had a 90s sitcom that now airs on 10 Peach during the daytime and Adam Sandler was your dad. Yeah, it felt very Fresh Prince, that intro. If you didn't know, we're having new intros every day this week and we're going to pick one at the end.
That one at the end of it sounded big, like the big...
Oh, yeah.
This part sounds good to me.
I like the bed as well. It's sort of...
Woo! Yeah.
It's like we're really good at basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're just balling out.
Well, that one's up there, isn't it?
It is. It's right up there. Enjoy the show. Public holiday for most. Ben and I chose to work through. So there's an important chat at the end. Also just like a lot of dumb games. In fact, the first game you're going to hear didn't go to plan at all. But
I really enjoyed it. I reckon we'll play that game again.
I reckon we could play it again. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
All right, enjoy the podcast.
Now, we've been talking about it a little bit, but I think Australia are starting to really enjoy this Thanasi Kokkinakis and Nick Kyrgios double up. Obviously, they got both, knocked out of the singles. Yep. They decided to become a duo, and in the doubles, they've been having a lot of fun and winning a lot of games.
Have a listen here to Kokkinakis post-match.
Mate, I don't know. I haven't played in a doubles match, even a singles match with atmosphere like this. Hopefully Craig's watching and keeps us on this court. The rowdier, the better from everyone, honestly. Sink, Pearson, come here.
I like the idea of the rich people spitting their fine wine out, coughing up their cucumber sandwiches, going, "What did he just say?"
It is enjoyable to watch.
Oh, that's it. It's more enjoyable, and they're sort of fast becoming like one of the greatest duos out. So that's why this morning we wanted to play a little game, a new game called Finish That Duo.
Very simple game. We say the first part, you say the second part.
Tara from Seaford Meadows joins us now. How you doing, Tara?
Hi, I'm well, thanks.
Let's just do like a little demo. If I were to say Lennon and McCartney is what I was looking for. So Lennon and McCartney, obviously like a really famous duo, partnership from the Beatles.
So Tara, the game makes sense?
Right. Yes.
All right, here we go.
So, and ideally we'll go like rapid fire. Yep. We'll just get through like a lot, okay?
We've got a whole bunch of callers lined up, so if you get it wrong, we do move on, and we've got like over 20 of these, so let's have some fun. All right, here we go. Okay,
Tara. Ben and...
Liam.
Sorry, we're looking for Ben and Jerry's. Moving on. Belle from Roseworthy. Shrek and...
Fiona.
No, we were looking for Donkey. See you, Belle. Sorry, you are in the draw still.
Freezer from Oak Bank. Batman and...
Robin.
Mr. Freeze, sorry.
Rick in Warradale. Simon and...
Simon and who?
Well, you've got... We're asking you, Rick. We're asking you, Simon and...
Oh, no clue.
Garfunkel, mate. It's Simon and Garfunkel. 13 24 10. We've got phone lines freeing up if you would like to play the game.
I must admit, this game has not gone the way I thought it would go.
Not at all.
Besides Mr. Freeze, they were supposed to be gettable.
Yeah. Taylor from Athelston. Mario and...
Luigi.
Yep. Bert and...
B.
Bert and Cheese.
It's Bert and Ernie. Did you watch that growing up? You didn't watch that? It's a pretty big one.
As Liam said, we have freed up phone lines quicker than I thought we would play in this game.
Whiz.
13 24 10. That is the number. If you get on air, you go in the draw for Nova's cash car and a star.
Let's move on to Abby from Mount Compass. SpongeBob and...
Patrick.
That's the one. Fish and...
Who and what?
Fish and...
Chips.
That's the one. Red and...
Yellow.
No, I said... No, to be fair, you thought I said red. I said Ren. I was looking for Ren and Stimpy. Megan, Netflix and...
Chill.
Salt and...
Pepper.
Phil and...
Pickle.
You thought I said Dill. I said Phil. I was looking for Phil and Lil. Oh, jeez.
Susan joins us now. Good morning, Susan.
Morning.
Mary Kate and
Ashley.
Mortar and...
Greek.
No, that's bricks and mortar. We were looking for mortar and pestle. Starsky and what, Nicole?
Oh, I don't know.
Starsky and Hutch. There's only one Starsky I know of, unless there's like another famous Starsky duo. Last one here, Sarah. Wrap this up for us. Power and...
Crows.
Did you say crows? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, poor Power and Crows. Nah, actually, we were looking for Power and Passion, the Midnight Oil song. You know that one, Sarah? Yeah, Power and Passion.
No, not at all.
You don't know Power and Passion. Okay. Obviously, we have very different lives to the people playing this game this morning because we thought this was like going to be the easiest game ever.
That did not go the way I thought it would. This was still enjoyable though. Thanks for playing.
Are you ready to hit the road this summer? Hell yeah. Well, it's time to What If It.
Visit whatif.com to plan and book your accommodation, flights, activities, even car hire.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. How good? Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
It is 11 minutes past 6 on this Wednesday morning. You are with your mates Ben and Liam.
Jeez, means we're a minute late for this.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Morning, Nikki and Newton. How you doing?
I'm really good, guys. How are you?
Very well. How does this sound? $50,000 cold hard cash, tax-free, a brand new Mazda 3, and off to see Adele in Vegas. Imagine winning that this Friday.
I would scream.
Yeah, we'd hope so, because sometimes it doesn't happen. You
Yeah.
give big prizes away and people go, oh, wow, thanks.
Yeah, Nikki, can you promise us that if you do win this prize, you'll scream and there might be a few tears?
No, they definitely will. This is so random right now, ringing you guys, actually. I'm sitting in the McDonald's car park on my way to work, and I just heard you guys, and I was like, no, I'm ringing.
And here we are.
Sweet. Did you get a little like McFlurry to start your day?
What did you get?
No, definitely a coffee to wake me up. I'm on my way to work in half
Is
sleep.
it a real coffee or is it one of those frappes? Because I always say I'm getting a coffee, but I just want a big frappe with lots of cream.
Yeah, I do that later in the afternoon. It's coffee time now.
right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Macca's got you hook, line and sinker.
And you can't go through the drive-thru at Macca's without getting a hash brown in the morning, yeah?
Oh, no, don't do food, just do the coffees there.
Really? Okay.
It's a lot of self-restraint.
More
from
for
you.
me,
Yeah, okay, Nikki. Well, let's burn through this quiz. Dylan Alcott was named Australian of the Year last night. He's competing for a title in which sport tomorrow?
Tennis?
That's the one. Vegemite was voted in a poll as Australia's national dish. What colours are on a Vegemite label?
Black and yellow
Yep.
and red?
Yep. You got him. A girl in the UK is upset because her parents have named her IKEA. What transport hub is IKEA located next to in Adelaide?
Adelaide Airport?
Very good.
Nikki, you're killing this. Must be that coffee.
Elton John has COVID-19. He just recovered from his hip injury. Now he's got the big C. His old song Sacrifice was remixed last year into a new song called Cold Heart. Which British pop star did he do that with?
Oh my gosh, Dua Lipa?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yep. No, you've got
I'm
it.
so tired right now.
No, Nikki. Honestly, we've never had someone go 5 for 5.
Well, look, we're going to need you to really bring this home, Nikki, with question
I
number
know,
5.
my
Okay.
husband would be so proud of me if I did this.
Yeah, well, look,
What's your husband's name?
John.
John, all right.
I'm sure John's proud of you anyway.
Yeah.
You're up early, working hard on a public holiday.
You lost the quiz? Oh, don't come home.
Yeah, you're buying your own coffees.
All right, here we go.
All right, Blur singer Damon Albarn apologised to Taylor Swift yesterday after saying she doesn't write her own songs. Can you sing the next line of this famous Blur song?
It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No.
Woohoo!
Yeah! That's exactly what your husband will be saying when you get home today. Woohoo! I'm so proud of you, Nikki.
What is that?
Oh, good on ya! Just smashing out a quiz, 5 for 5 in the Macca's car park this morning. No worries at all.
You got yourself on air, you got yourself in the draw, and you've got yourself a Macca's coffee. Congratulations, you are on Nova.
Yes, what a funny story.
Big movie, Fight Club. You may have seen the news this morning that it actually has an alternate ending in China.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Are you breaking the first rule?
We're breaking the first rule. I'm sorry. But in China, the police get to him first before all the things explode and they arrest him.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know if they could. Yeah, I don't know if they can show much anarchy in China.
Yeah, right. So it's like kind of the cops always win.
The cops always win. Yeah. But I actually watched it again over the weekend.
Such a good movie.
That's what I want to talk about. I don't think it is.
You don't like Fight Club?
I think it sucks. I think it's overrated, and I don't think it's good. I watched it when I was maybe like 13, and you know how sometimes you don't like a movie, but then you're like, oh no, I was probably pretty dumb back then. I probably had a softer brain. I wouldn't have understood it. But now I'm an adult. I'm a smart person. I can process all of this. I couldn't.
Oh, I know what's happened.
Didn't understand a single part. I was honestly trying.
I know what's happened.
To follow it.
You're too stupid to understand the intricacies of this movie.
Well, you couldn't say intricacies just
it's
then.
It's a tough word to say sometimes.
It's hard to put someone... No,
so
it's not. It's hard to put someone down when you can't say the right words.
Did you not understand that it was the same person?
Yeah, I know it's the same person.
That's amazing. It was him all along.
Yeah, I know, but it still just doesn't make sense, does it?
It does make sense.
Yeah, because he is Tyler... Yeah. It's like his alter ego, but it's like in his own head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just doesn't. And at the start, and you know how it's like glitchy at the start? And I don't know if you noticed that, but Brad Pitt just pops up for like a frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you forgot that bit.
No, I know that bit.
No, you know that bit. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I just don't think it's a good film at all.
You don't like it because you don't understand it. And that's okay.
Well,
maybe try again in your 30s.
But do you understand like everything that's going, like, is it all that necessary?
Yeah,
Meatloaf's got fake boobs in it. I don't know what's going on. He's dead now.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it for probably a few years, so I'm not like super up to date with it. But I remember watching it and thoroughly enjoying it.
I'm telling you, I hate it. I don't like people who like it. I don't understand it. I don't think it's a good movie at all.
It sounds like we're going to start a fight club.
Well, maybe we do. What's a movie that everyone loves but you hate?
Okay.
That you just like, you know what? This is garbage, but everyone thinks is the best. 13 24 10 is the number. Sharon joins us now. What's a movie you love that everyone else hates?
Forrest Gump. I hate that movie. It's cringeworthy.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Okay, Sharon.
You never know what you're going to get.
Gonna have to pull you up on that one. That is probably the best movie ever made.
Not at all.
But like it's hilarious, it's heartwarming, it effortlessly sort of weaves through history.
No.
Sharon, I have to sit on the fence on this because I haven't seen it, which I know is bad. It's on my list of movies to watch. Liam tells me to watch it all the time.
I literally, it's like the main thing.
Yeah.
Ben gets angry when I don't watch things like the next day that he recommends, but then I've been telling him to watch Forrest Gump for like 10 years and he still hasn't seen it.
And my gut says the movie can't be that famous and not be good.
Yeah, like it's real. I must admit, I know maybe it's my Fight Club comments have annoyed people, but I'm telling you, Forrest Gump is like the best.
But, Sharon, thank you very much for sharing your opinion on air with us. Amanda joins us now. What's a movie that you just hate?
Good morning, Ben and Liam. It's not actually a movie, it's an artist, Tom Cruise. I cannot stand him. Any movie he is in, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
You know what, Amanda? I don't think that's an unpopular
opinion.
I know.
I think my dad hates Tom Cruise.
My partner Sam hates Tom Cruise.
I kind of like him. As a person, I think he's a weird nut, but I like his movies.
Even in our house, like I've nothing against him, but even in our house, we don't watch Tom Cruise movies. And if I do, I watch it by myself.
Right.
She hates
him. You got to go
into
the Tom Cruise room where you have all your cardboard cutouts and stuff. Sonia, last one, a movie that everyone else loves and you just hate.
Morning, Ben and Liam. I can't even start to watch Sound of Music.
such a
dear,
family. I mean,
deer,
you know what I mean? It's like classic.
A drop of golden sun.
Obviously, the Nazis are pretty scary. Is it because of the Nazis or?
Oh, I don't know. Just the whole thing. The music, the acting.
Yeah.
No, not
the acting. Julie Andrews. Shit voice. Songwriting, not up to par for me. I don't get it. Scenery, it's not there.
That bit's done. Here's another one.
You are with Ben and Liam, and I've just... have you lost the intro for the game, Ben?
Well, I haven't lost it. I just don't know where it is.
Shall we do a live version? Sorry. Hi, it's me, Belle.
Cool or not cool? Cool, not cool. Someone might have deleted it over the holidays.
Yeah, I think they might have.
Well, this is the hot game where producer Bell gives us 3 things.
We're doing it without the intro.
And then we have 3 seconds to decide whether it's cool or not cool.
Like this.
3, 2, 1.
All right, first one this morning, guys. Cool or not cool? Humidity.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Not cool. The worst
Not cool.
possible weather phenomena.
I was sweating on the toilet yesterday. It was just because obviously
That's not from the
the air conditioner's on in the house, but then when you go to the bathroom,
Dead zone.
It's a dead zone.
Unless you've worked hard enough in life to have one of those poo fans.
Yeah.
You know, some people have them. It's like a little exhaust fan in the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty
Doesn't
cool.
everyone have that?
No, I don't have that.
What do you mean? You don't air out. You don't.
I have a
fan out
window.
your
I'd love
toilet?
to.
I have a window.
I don't have a window or that.
Yeah, but you need to
It's
move
designed
the air.
Huh?
You need to move the air out the window.
No, you don't. If you open the window, it'll just go
Oh,
out.
you know what? This isn't what this conversation
Because air will come in, and then the negative
Yeah, but you
air
need to
will
make
go
it
out.
faster.
Anyway, humidity, not good.
Yeah, not cool.
Also, a lot of random bugs hanging around at the moment because of the
Yeah.
weather. Have you noticed that? This
Yeah.
morning, praying mantis jumped on my face before I got in the car. I was already having a bad morning, and that really triggered me.
All right, next one. Cool or not cool? Nick Kyrgios.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Yeah, cool, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
know.
It's a tough one.
Look, I must admit, I've notoriously always said tennis players are turds on this show.
Yeah.
Don't like the tune, think they're in it for themselves, but I think I'm changing my mind this week on Nick Kyrgios.
What changed your mind?
I think it's the TK and Kyrgios thing. Like,
Is it?
I
What,
like
that he's winning.
Yeah, no, I just like
It's the
their
romance.
yeah, I think I'm on the Kyrgios train. I just like how they're just sort of like mucking around in interviews and stuff.
Even
and
though he belted the ball at that kid yesterday.
That was an accident.
yeah, and he looked apologetic. We're speaking to that kid after 7:30 this morning, so we'll be able to ask him ourselves if you could see Kyrgios' eyes sort of lining him up.
No,
But-
I think, yeah, you're right. I think the nation is warming to Nick.
do you know what I mean? Like, he's just having a bit of fun out there.
Yeah.
Like, it actually seems like they're good enough to just be enjoying themselves,
Yeah.
and they're just sort of beating people in the doubles.
All right, last one. Cool or not cool? Face masks.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do it!
Not cool.
Cool.
Nah, not cool.
Nah.
You have to obviously wear them in this day and age, but I don't think they're cool. I don't like
think they're
wearing
cool.
a face mask.
I think
You
they're
can't.
good for ugly people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know the idea of being mascot. Have you seen people like at cafes and stuff?
So just if you have hot eyes.
Well, when you go, oh, that person's pretty good looking, and then they take their mask off to like do Apple Pay or something, you go, oh, geez, put that back on. Jesus. These people have been attractive for 2 years, and that's the first time and the last time they ever will be. They are dreading this pandemic ending.
Peace up, Pod Town.
Mate, the atmosphere was electric as Nick Kyrgios and Thanasi Kokkinakis continued their dominant Oz Open double run, but one young fan in the crowd yesterday got a little more than he bargained for when he was hit by a stray ball that Kyrgios absolutely smashed into the stands.
Let for service.
One for the fans, although I think that may have hit someone incredibly hard.
There was a kid.
There is a young fan who's just copped the full force of that and wasn't expecting it to come.
That was young Finn. He joins us now with his mum, Fiona. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Finn, the first question is, are you all good? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm feeling a lot better now.
Okay, so did it hit you in the belly? Is that where it got you?
Yeah.
And did it hurt?
Yeah, but I'm glad that it wasn't going any faster.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
He probably could serve it a little faster
Yeah.
as well. Did you even see it coming, Finn, or before you knew it, you just wincing in pain?
I couldn't see it coming.
Yeah, yeah. And did you get to speak to Nick Kyrgios after the game? Because we saw he gave you his racket. That's pretty cool.
No. He just signed it.
Yeah, right. Still pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than a tennis ball in the guts and nothing, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Fiona, do you think young Finn's going to play with the racket, or is he going to keep it as a souvenir or sell it on eBay?
I think maybe he might keep it as a souvenir.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
right.
And Finn, who is your favourite tennis player out of all of them? Who's your favourite?
I like all of them, but Nick Kyrgios and Roger Federer.
Yeah,
Yeah, even after he served that ball into you, he's still one of your favourites.
Yeah.
Finn, do you think that you're done with watching the tennis live, or are you going to watch it live again?
I'm going to watch it live again.
Yeah, right. You're going to go again soon?
Yeah.
When are you going to watch it next?
I'm going today.
You're going today?
Mate, well, make sure you put a helmet on. I mean, geez, you're right back into the war zone. Good on you. So after it's all said and done, Finn, do you wish it never happened? Do you wish you never got that tennis ball served into your guts by Nick Kyrgios at the age of 9 years old? Or are you glad that you got hit because a little pain, but you got the signed racket, and now you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
Now you're the talk of the country.
I'm glad that I stayed that seat.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully someone serves it into you again today, because that'll go global, 100%.
No, Finn, mate, you're an absolute champion. And Fiona, your mum, thank you very much for joining us this morning, and enjoy your day at the tennis.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
No worries. Take it easy, guys. You are on Nova.
This is a voiceover sweep to break up the podcast.
6 days until Survivor kicks off, and for the first time in Australia, they're going to play with a member of their own family. Australian Survivor Blood vs. Water starts in 6 days. We can't wait, and thanks to those guys, we've got $1,000 to give away with this.
Both tribes have spoken.
Yep, that's right, Liam. Ben and Liam's Tribal Council. We've got two people playing this morning. It is Kirsty and Jordan. They have to decide whether they're going to split or steal. If they decide to split, they get $500 each. If they decide to steal, nobody gets anything. If one decides to split and the other decides to steal, they get $1,000.
Okay, Kirsty, good morning. What do you think you're going to do and why?
I'm definitely going to split because I would hate the other person to miss out, and my daughter's birthday is this weekend, so I've
Okay.
spent $500 on her because I had to cancel her party due to good old COVID.
Gee whiz. Jordan, are you going to be splitting the cash with Kirsty? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to split because I need a roof rack for $450, so I'll be happy with the $500 for
Yeah, that's
sure.
good.
Well, that is very specific.
Suppose you wouldn't want to crush a little girl's dreams after her birthday party's been cancelled as well. So, I mean, it seems like you guys are both above board. I mean, I feel like you're both going to split, but let's find out what happens when we send you to the Tribal Council.
Yeah, if there's one thing Liam and I know is you never know what's going to happen with this game.
Look, there's backstabbers out there, especially when money is on the line. We're going to put Kirsty and Jordan through to producer Belle. They're both going to give their real answers behind each other's back, and then we'll find out if they chose to split or steal next.
On Nova. You're on Nova with Ben and Liam, and right now we're in the middle of this.
Both tribes have spoken.
Yes, we have two callers on the line, Ben, Kirsty and Jordan. They both have the option to split or steal. $1,000 up for grabs. If they both split, they get $500 each. Very amicable way to end things. If one decides to steal, they're going to walk away with $1,000. So, Kirsty, you told us that you were going to split. You would like $500 to spend on your daughter. It's her birthday this weekend. How old is she turning, Kirsty?
Turning 7.
7 years old. Very key birthday.
Yeah,
isn't it?
you really want to make that one special. Well, let's find out what happened when you were off air speaking to producer Belle behind closed doors.
I thought about it long and hard and all the rest of it, and I really need the money for my daughter's birthday, but I'm also a nice person. I want you to get your thing for your car, so I'm going to split.
Okay.
Right, so you were thinking about it.
You've chosen to split. I thought you were going to steal there, Kirsty. Are you happy with your decision?
I think so. Hopefully there's a nice boy, Jordan.
Yeah. That's the thing. He said his roof racks are $450, but I know those things are expensive.
And
So
like,
they could be like $950.
Said in the past, played this game before, and you can never trust people.
No, you can never trust. But, I mean, at least you've done the right thing, so you can hold your head up high.
At least you can sleep well knowing you did the honourable thing. Let's find out what Jordan's done.
Oh, well, it is Survivor, and backstabbing is a part of it, so I'm going to go with steal.
Jordan!
Oh, Jordan, you dog.
What have you done, you big dog?
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
Shameful. Shameful. What do you have to say to Kirsty and her 7-year-old daughter who's getting nothing for her birthday?
Who spends $500 on your daughter for your birthday?
Oh, well, I think when you're throwing a party. Oh, Jordan.
Don't try and defend it.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Kirsty,
well, you've got your money.
Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Oh, that's all right. Karma's a bitch.
Oh, $1,000 will go down nicely at the pub tonight, don't worry.
Oh, no. Kirsty and Jordan, thank you very much for playing. Jordan the dog has taken the $1,000 for himself.
And Kirsty, I'm sure we can arrange some sort of special present to give to your daughter for her birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
I can't promise it would be to the value of $500 though, because don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, we'll give you a family pass to go to the Big Wedgie. You can take her there for her birthday. Hopefully that makes up for it. And we are playing Ben and Liam's Tribal Council again tomorrow. Another $1,000 up for grabs.
Those guys are holding back as well. I tell you what, they really would have gone at each other's throats if we put them together off air after Jordan robbed Kirsty of the coin.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Morning, guys. Well, music icon Neil Young.
I wanna live. I wanna give.
He said that he is going to pull all of his music off Spotify for as long as they still have Joe Rogan's podcast on.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night. All day.
It's because of Rogan's anti-vax views.
Doesn't align with his views,
And look, I love Neil Young a lot. I listen to his music a fair bit, but
you just love Joe Rogan more.
I know. I don't even really like Joe Rogan, but all I'm saying is Neil Young's losing that battle. Do you know what I mean? Like
100%. Neil
Neil Young, he's a legend, but he's getting a rude shock if he thinks that Spotify are going to be like, sweet, we'll just pull Joe Rogan off the thing that would get probably the most clicks for them. Like it's like the biggest podcast in the world.
Yeah.
And if you missed it, Dylan Alcott has been named 2022's Australian of the Year.
Winning Grand Slams and gold medals isn't my purpose. My purpose is changing perceptions so people with disability, people like me, can get out there and live the lives that they deserve to live.
He won it for his achievements in sport and, of course, his disability awareness work. Did you know this is the first time in the 62-year history of this award that a person with a disability has been named?
It's an unreal achievement. I thought he got Australian of the Year because he was our old sports guy. He did such a great job.
That's right.
But Max Burford's going to have to list his game now. We've had an Australian of the Year doing sports in this show.
Well, locally in SA, we also had our honours here, and we were honouring people like some of our favourites, Jane Doyle and Maggie Beer.
Jane Doyle and Maggie Beer. They get any more SA, does it?
That is a power couple there. Healy dooley.
Finally, Daniel Craig, i.e. James Bond, did a whole interview without realising he was bleeding from his head. So he was doing a Zoom interview, and this interview lasted a fair while. Right at the end, the interviewer asked, hey, can I just ask, are you okay? Your head's bleeding.
Come on, take a look at your mirror.
Christ. So they've sent me this wonderful ring flash, which I've set up with an iPad in the middle of it, and I went like this, like that, and it just fell on my head. This is 17 years playing Bond.
So he didn't even know.
I don't reckon it's a ring light. I reckon he's lost after the Bond films have ended, then he's rolling around the house, smacking into walls, pretending to kill pillows for Queen and Country. Stop it, Craig! You're hurting the kids.
Blanc, blanc.
Timeline time. Timeline time. Producer Bell gives us 5 events. Ben and I have to decide when those things happened in history. This is the first one of the year, guys.
It is.
And normally Liam loses. Now I've said that, I'll probably lose. Let's see how we go.
I don't know, looking at these, I don't know. I think it's
Well, I
gonna
feel
be a
like
fair slip.
there was a couple of rounds where you heavily tried to stack them in my favour.
And I still won.
I
Yeah.
really tried for you, Liam. I really
Yeah, okay.
tried.
Well, fingers crossed this morning.
All right, first one this morning. What year did the selfie stick first go on sale in Adelaide?
But first, let me take a selfie.
That's a good one.
Isn't it?
Well, Liam, I'll give this. You can have first shot this morning. What year do you think?
I reckon 2012. It's pretty early.
Really?
It's pretty early, isn't it, for the selfie stick?
Oh, I think that's super late. I reckon the selfie stick came a long
You
way
reckon?
before that. 100%. The selfies have been a big thing since, like, I'd say mid-2000s.
Yeah.
Not big thing, but they've started around the mid-2000s. So I
Yeah.
reckon the stick would have been developed, I reckon, probably overseas around 2007. So I reckon Australia would have got it closer to 2009.
The incredible invention of the stick overseas, yeah.
What was it?
2014. So
Really?
Yeah.
You know, because I remember it took us a while to work out the stick. Remember? Because we couldn't.
What happened to it? Like,
Well, I know, because everyone just realised that selfies had to get big before you realised your arm wasn't long enough to get the prime angle.
Yeah. There you go. All right. One point
next
to
one
Liam.
here. What year did Whitney Houston die?
But first, let me take a selfie.
Next one, Ben. It's actually on that track. Ben, your turn. What year?
Whitney Houston passed away. I reckon 2014, or the last one was 2014, so I feel like you wouldn't get it. If the last one's 2014, I'd say 2013. 2013.
All right, Liam.
Yeah, I reckon. I remember Ben had a joke about it in his stand-up set back in the day, which we won't get into that.
And I was doing stand-up around 2014.
That's what I was thinking.
That's why I thought 2014.
Also, it was a very 2014 joke.
Yeah.
You said 13. I'm going to say 14.
Well, it's 2012, so
there we go.
So you'd been doing that joke for a while.
All right, that's 1-1. What year did Tasmanian batsman David Boone set a record for consuming 52 beers when flying to England for the Ashes?
David walked off the plane and attended the press conference, and he was spoken to. Never looked like ever doing anything as silly again.
Booney, just tearing through the beers.
52.
Oh, 1986.
You're very confident in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben, your turn.
Well, yeah, look, I was pretty sure it was 80s too. I had no idea why. So I guess I'll just go one below Liam and say 85.
It was 89, so Liam,
yes!
point to you. All right, Liam, you're in the lead by 1 here. And I think this one might go to your favour. What year did LimeWire officially launch in Australia?
Well, I get to go first because Liam went first.
Then I'll give you, first shot.
Well, look, I know a lot of songs were downloaded from LimeWire of the 2007 era. Having said that, was that when LimeWire first came to Australia? I think 2005 for LimeWire.
Yeah, I mean, I remember losing a lot of money on my parents' family computer, sort of, with LimeWire. I got in a bit of trouble for that one. She was saying 2005. Nah, it took us a while to get used to it. So I reckon 2003.
It's 2000, Liam. That's
what? My first win, you jinxed it.
Well done.
You did jinx it.
Well done.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
Obviously, it's a public holiday. Ben and I have chosen to work through on this one. And this morning, we're speaking to some of the country's most important, prominent Indigenous Australians and asking them about why it's important to reflect on the past on January 26th. And joining us now is the AFL's Diversity Talent Manager, and he's also just an all-round legend, Pauly Vandenbergh. Mate, good morning.
Good morning, boys. How are you?
We're very well, Pauly. We always love getting you on because you do such a great job at handling all these sort of topics and sometimes tough conversations for people to be having when they don't understand all the ins and outs. What does this day mean to you, mate?
Yeah, it's a really strange one. You know, I use it as a time to, reflect. Probably, I feel like my grandfather's my real hero and my mother, and I'm always reflect about what life might have been like for them coming through, living in Australia back then. And, you know, my grandfather came under the White Australia policy, which was an incredibly difficult policy when you actually reflect about what that policy meant for Aboriginal people, where you're removed from your land and your country, and then, you know, having to come under that policy, and then, you know, getting permission to work or permission to go into a store or any of those sorts of things, which I think just is incredible when you actually reflect on that. Or, you know, if you think about the 67 referendum, you know, the first time Aboriginal people became part of the Australian population in the census. And, you know, at that time, my mother was 19. So I think, you know, for the first 19 years of my mother's life, you know, she wasn't part of the Australian population and in fact was considered part of the flora and fauna. And you just go, you know, this is part of our history. This is part of Australian history, and you know, unfortunately, we don't get taught this in school. Certainly, I didn't in my era. I think schools are getting a lot better these days. But you know, the history's there for us to learn from. Ensure that it doesn't get repeated, and I think that's what the day brings for a lot of Aboriginal people is the fight for equality and you know, getting people on the same page and making Australia a beautiful country and walking this country side by side.
And what are you going to be doing today?
Well, as you probably all can appreciate, I think COVID brings a few restrictions and a few apprehensions of what you do. But usually we go down to the Survival Day concerts, which is either been in Semaphore previous years. This year's in Victoria Square, which is fantastically run by the beautiful Natasha Wanganeen. She does a fantastic job for our community and what she does, and brings about the voice of our people. So my daughter my daughter usually dances as well on this day with Carl Telfer and the Yellowkid group, who are a fantastic group for our daughter. So we try and get involved in something like that. Today we might just stay home, to be honest. We're a bit worried about the whole restrictions and COVID, and I'm going to spend the day actually putting on some good some movies and DVDs of maybe Rabbit Proof Fence. Get my kids to sit down and watch that, and that's the stuff we talk about. When you want to be an ally for Aboriginal people and causes and stuff, what can you do? And it's simple things like whether you want to watch a movie like The Sapphire, or The Rabbit Proof Fence, or Sweet Country, or reading some books that are really quite knowledgeable for people and help in that sense. So I might just do that today, just spend some time, maybe teach my kids a little bit more about their great grandparents.
At the moment on Nova, you are hearing from Pauly Vandenbergh. And Pauly, I was wondering, someone listening to Nova right now, they've got their radios on and they don't want the date changed. What would you say to those people?
I think it's a really easy one, boys. I think if people actually reflected that if this were to happen to them and their family, I think it's a really easy response to go, we get it.
100%.
I think the misconception is that Aboriginal people don't want to celebrate Australia Day.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. I don't feel like we should just change the date just for the sake of changing a day. I think there needs to be things that are put in place to help identify a day that's actually significant for all Australians.
Yeah.
And whether that's something like taking a leaf out of New Zealand, and, the Waitangi sort of treaty day, their national day, they celebrate on the day that they signed the treaty. And maybe that's something that we can build towards as Australians, is having a great positive relationship and a treaty in place with First Nations Australians and Australia about what it will take for us as Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people to move together into this country. And, let's find a date that just signifies this beautiful country we all live in. And we are very appreciative to be in Australia, and we love this country more than anyone. And, we just want to do this country together. And there are a few things that we still need to work through, whether it's having a voice to Parliament, having some sort of agreement in place about whether we, as Aboriginal people, we can start to make decisions for ourselves about the impact that happens in our communities and with our families. So, there are things that we can work towards. But, I guess the one thing I do want to leave behind is, when you think about the fight that Aboriginal people have, it's no one's going to miss out. No one's losing their jobs. No one's losing their house. No one's losing their land. Everything that we fight for is all about equality. We're always talking about togetherness. We use that word quite a bit. We're non-violent. We're always, very welcoming with non-Aboriginal people. I love bringing non-Aboriginal people into this space. I love delivering cultural awareness workshops to organisations and people. And I'm always here to help anyone. I feel like we're always very embracive of everyone. We just want an opportunity to actually make decisions for ourselves and, do this country together. This is such a unique opportunity, and I feel we are getting to that point where that we are having these great conversations, people like yourselves that are very supportive of our people and, to work through public holidays, which a lot of Aboriginal people do. They work through today, but I think we are heading in the right direction.
Absolutely.
That all makes sense.
Pauly Vandenbergh, thank you so much for coming on this morning and educating us all a bit on what for sure is a tough day for you as well. So thank you so much for your time.
No worries. Can I just say one more thing?
Go for it.
If there's an opportunity for you to put up the Aboriginal map in your home or in your school or in your office to talk about all the different languages and the beautiful variety of language that comes with our people. If there's an opportunity for you to support or donate or volunteer to an Aboriginal-led organisation, I'd love for you to do that. If you want to get involved in any of the stuff that I'm doing, either at the AFL or with my foundation, the Jindu Foundation, would love to absolutely have you involved, help to bring up Indigenous engagement or cultural awareness, any of that sort of stuff. If there's an opportunity for you to attend a NAIDOC week, a Reconciliation week, or a Sorry Day event, please go to it. It helps with your education. And the last thing I want to say is we need you. We need you to stand up for us and to amplify our voices. We only make up 3% of this population, so we need our non-Aboriginal brothers and sisters to help us on this journey as well. But there is a day I'm sure we can land on that will help celebrate this beautiful country that we all live in. And I appreciate everyone's support and everything that we're trying to do as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
Well said, Pauly, mate. Welcome on the show anytime. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Love you guys.
That's the end of the Ben and Lamb podcast. Oh, yeah. Cool guy intro from Eli. It's our third choice so far. I'd say probably in the lead. As Eli passed me the little blurb that we only read when we hear the intro for the first time on the podcast, he said Sportsbet's paying pretty good odds of this one winning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think this is his
I think for me,
favourite.
though, for me to make my final decision, not that it's our decision, it's your decision listening, but I think I want to hear all five side by side.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, true. Maybe like at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
and that'll be the extended cut.
That'll be the
Friday.
extended cut.
So, yeah.
That's the Friday sort of sorted.
All right. Well, we're all looking forward to Thursdays. See ya, podcaster.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.